I heard about some major upgrades, or I mean updates on Arc Raiders, so let's fucking try. I wish you could get into duo lobbies and trio lobbies as a solo. I know they have one that's like you can get in trios. I might try that. Yeah, but I'm feeling like doing something like checking this out and then do maybe like Mafia Definitive Edition or Max what's it called? Mad Max. Something like that. Damn, it's loading forever. I've been playing Ghost of Tsushima, just slowly progressing that. I'm making official streams for God of War Ragnarok. That's been fun. It's almost done. That game's almost done. The next major game well, Last of Us Part 1 and 2. I'm on Part 1 toward the end of it. And I want to do whatchamacallit, Part 2 on the stream. Really, dude? Where's the game, bruh? Why is it taking forever? Sometimes some. Oh yeah, see, yeah, she just started the background though. Sometimes it's like not starting things fast. Other times I feel like games start faster. Is it after certain updates? See, reloading shaders. Did I update something? I think I did. It's like the game has to start from like the whole compiling shaders and stuff like that. It's all over again.
Hold on. Oh, that's bad. Wait.
I got all this. I have these. Okay, we'll get them. Okay. An expedition, which I don't really care about doing because that's just like to restart, to reset everything. Here, I'm at 32. Four more levels. Okay. I want to see wolf packs. I know wolf packs are... Okay. So the ones that I have are... Okay, well that was a fake shit or something? Oh, it does need a Rocketeer to make now. It's crazy. It's not that bad, but... A Bombardier, but I don't have Rocketeer. What can I get Rocketeers with? Ghost Stoppers? I don't get it, so why doesn't it give you Rocketeer drives? What the heck? Okay, let's try the maps. Solo versus squads, fill squad. So wild. So I was right, the shield is gonna be... Why am I so far from everything? That's so crazy. Not that much though, so. But I am happy I brought some shields. If I get into some shit, I want to have some extra shield. I don't want to just have the 5. Damn, how fast did they get here? Yo, I'm friendly, my bad. My bad, bro, my bad. What are you shooting? What are you shooting?
The flame guy, he just popped up on me.
Let's get him, let's get him. Yeah, dude, let's fucking attack this map, bro. It's my first time.
Hell yeah, man. I haven't done the hurricane yet, so.
Yeah, I brought some shield.
Firefly burner.
Oh yeah, take that, take that.
Let's go.
Let's go, I'm following. Let's go up and see what this building has.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm down. These are hard. Damn, what the hell? What do I need to bring for these? Yo, I'm down. Hold on. Maybe I can go with him. Yo, wait for me. It's not even here. I don't want to mess. I don't want to annoy this guy. Might be able to make it though. I just gotta go straight. Wait for me.
Get in if you can.
Do it, do it, do it, do it. I'm dying, I'm dying. Do it, do it.
2, 1, we're in.
Oh, I died last second. No. Dang. It's all good. That was tough though. But I didn't get anything, so let's make a build. Looting MK is good, the healing one. Wait, what? No, this is not the one. I can make that, right? Like, I don't even know why I keep those. Cautious, I can make. Flanking, all these I can make. I don't know why I have them. Fuck it. Still a one shield. No problem. And then I don't even have anything crazy on the Pharaoh. Pharaoh. I have one of these. Yeah, there you go. With something on it. I can make some stuff. Wait, hold on. Let's see what I have for this. See if we can do. I need a stock. A green stock blueprint would be so dope. But I can do a shotgun one. My shotgun and I would have to buy stock. And obviously make another one of those. So yeah, I can go over here.
Hey.
That's definitely cool.
What is it?
Much too expensive, honestly.
What do you need, Radar?
There you go, that's better. In fact, I'll get two.
Okay, what else?
Wait, there's Hull Cracker?
Need something?
Let's check in what this new season has. So, yeah, we got this. We're gonna make ammo. so cheap to upgrade this. That's another benefit. Yeah, let's go all the way. So cheap. Holy shit. Okay, so because of this, I get more utility. And maybe I can. It's not bad. Like, do something quick. Then maybe some adrenaline shots too. Whoa, they improved this. That's 24 slots now? It wasn't like this, dude. What the fuck? Survivor has 20 now? That's crazy. It used to have 18. That's nice. Okay. I think I'm ready. Yes. More healing. And I'm gonna try to go for the... Well, I didn't bring a whole lot of shield though. But if my shield is down, at least my health can go up fast. What is my plan? I don't know. I don't have enough, I think, arc cells to make more shield recharge units. So I mean, you know, he's no problem. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm pretty late in the game, but where am I?
This is Tianwen. Raider camp's coming all shit. Go to the power generation complex. Got a shack made of mostly corrugated sheets. That's probably one of ours.
Nice. Fuck yeah. So late in the game, but I'm still like at a spot that there's loot. What's up, Noah? It's the new game mode, Hurricane. You just lose shield right away the second that you're out. I don't lose that much. So if you're patient, where the fuck does that go? Don't mind if I do. Why does it go so low?
Camera, over here.
Oops. Everything's like kind of outside. Like, what the hell?
Orbiter is en route. The safe window is closing. 10 minutes to get out of there. I repeat, 10 minutes.
Turbo pump. I don't know. I've never had that. Okay, cool. I don't think I need antiseptic anymore, but It's gonna happen. Oh, that takes a while. Oh, I didn't loot this place. Oh, so if I use one out there, it doesn't really. Let's see. I took it, right? Yeah. Uh-oh. I don't even know how to get to that. Is that better? I think that's more smart.
The water treatment elevator.
Mouse smarts. Okay, so this is reloaded. This is reloaded. Going this way. Am I screwed, chat? Nah. I do need to find a way down though. And oh my god, there's a leaper. Well, maybe I am screwed. Uh-oh. Maybe it was a good thing, I don't know. I have the Vita shot or whatever, yeah. Let's just keep running. Then pop that hoe. Come on.
All raiders, arc on screen. 5 minutes left. Go find your way home. I repeat, 5 minutes.
Does something see me? That is wild. I don't take that much damage. All right. Woof. That was close. That was a good haul. I don't have this one. That's interesting. That's a big brown. I know I have more arc cell, it's just in other forms. Arc cell, arc cell. Like this gives you arc cell. There we go. Yeah, I'll just have them here. So Rocketeers should be giving you more drivers, I think.
No one knows where the parts were hidden here.
People think I...
Better to buy now than regret later.
Okay, bro. Oh yeah, Dead Experiment. This is a new one. That's pretty cool. I look actually pretty cool with this. Pica grenade. 20 cred more. No fucks for that, bro. That's funny. That's cool. Or I got a mask or something. I remember. But you can't have them. Guess you can't pick a switch swap like headgear and skin and all that stuff together. That's cool. I like this outfit the best. I want it to be like stealthy. I don't want it to be loud. What's Prasad playing on? Let's see, I might just like invade him. Might get on Battlefield 6 or like Mafia or something. Mad Max. Mad Max sounds good right now. Gosh, everything's taking so long today. I heard something's wrong with Discord, so maybe that's the issue. Wait, do I have connection? Yeah. It's just like the... There's kind of slow. What's wrong with you, Discord?
Booking.com has all kinds of stays because a city hotel is right for some, but not quite right for others. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, booking.yeah.
Jeez.
All right, let's talk about Resident Evil Requiem. I played through it twice. I have a lot to say. If you
nobody's
missed
in
it,
my-
the game ranks before you buy, that's my main video. I'm a
Am I
little more
buying?
professional. I'm a little more concise. Here, I just want to ramble about it. And
Wow,
specifically,
this is
the
like
stuff I like the most. the best
abysmal.
things
Come
about
on, bro.
Resident Evil Requiem. Long story short, absolutely enjoyed it. It's not completely perfect. I have some nitpicks and stuff, but generally it's a really good time and an entertaining adventure. This is going to be completely spoiler free, like aggressively spoiler free. I apologize if that's annoying to some of you, but I do think a lot of this stuff is well worth the surprise. You know, it's well worth the ride and going in completely blind. The game did leak. The spoilers are out there, but if you can go in knowing nothing, I think that's half the thrill sometimes. So I'm only showing early gameplay stuff, and I'm not going to dive into story stuff as much as I need to talk about some things that happen in this game because it is pretty insane. A lot of the things you were hoping to see, maybe you see in this game. A couple of things you don't.
Better.
But again, I can't say too much. I'll probably do a whole separate spoiler video. But I think, like, as a Resident Evil fan, this is an interesting one to talk about. I've said this before, but for context, I've been playing since the original Resident Evil. I think it was the director's cut is what I got my hands on. It's like 1,000 years ago. I also have somewhere here. Hang on. Okay, yeah, in my cabinet of curiosities, I have my original disc, or one disc, the Leon campaign for Resident Evil 2. I had a house prone to floods, so I lost a lot of stuff, but I held on to a couple things like this. I fucking love Resident Evil. Resident Evil to me is like up there with all the other things I obsess over as an adult man, like Star Wars or comic books or Metal Gear Solid or whatever. Resident Evil's always been up there. So you got to understand the hype for this game. You know, the whole Leon thing, it's significant because we've had all the remakes, right? And it's been great to talk about the remakes and all that. It's been great to be like, oh my God, they remade my favorite game ever, Resident Evil 2. It's been great to see that. But 9 is significant because it's something completely new. It is continuing the story of Resident Evil.
I favorite a couple more games because I have a lot of games here.
Seemingly characters and things that we associate with the older games. 7 and 8 were incredibly creative, fun experiments in a lot of ways, and I think
because I want to get to play them.
About this game is just how
be more a little more focused.
You know, competently and swiftly they incorporated both the Resident Evil 7 and 8 village style of play with a Resident Evil 4 5, or really 4 remake style of gameplay. Just alone,
I
like
wanna
from
know
a
what I'm doing in
pacing
No Man's
to a
Sky.
game design standpoint, it's really cool to just
Oh,
play
yeah.
and just see how it all comes together, because I think it's like a masterclass in pacing. It's not completely perfect. There's a couple of drops here and there, but it's a linear adventure where you bounce back and forth between Grace and Leon. And thankfully, I'm happy to say Leon does not get shortchanged here. You know, they introduce Grace as a new character. Of course, her mother is a legacy character, but they don't really go into that too much. With Grace here being a new character, she gets the whole Resident Evil 7, 8 flavor of gameplay. And then Leon, is, of course, plays like a Resident Evil 4 remake character. But to me, it almost feels kind of like an evolution of, like, yes, I know it's tight like the remakes, but it's really an evolution of Resident Evil 4 and 5 gameplay in a way that I think is better than what they did with 6. This almost feels to me, and this like might sound a little like hyperbolic or overhyped or something, but this feels kind of like what Resident Evil 6 should have been in a lot of ways. And I'm not saying story, but I'm saying in terms of like how it walks the line between like the identity crisis of different Resident Evil gameplays, and it does so here incredibly confidently, and that comes like right from the start of the game. And so you bounce back and forth between like really tight, well-designed, focused survival horror experiences as Grace, and then you jump into being a badass as Leon. But I do think specifically one of the areas with Grace where you walk around, you do your survival horror thing, you know, you find keys, you figure out how to open things up. It's just a really
Oh yeah, I remember. I was like,
just a really good
just-
survival horror location.
just got to this planet.
Figuring out
Why is it lagging?
know the ins and outs, but really
Compiling shaders, maybe?
like these new types of zombies. These zombies are best in class. If that makes sense. Like just the way they're designed, the way they look.
Yeah, the
all
low
feel like they're
gravity, I
like
remember.
individual
Oh shit.
characters or people that turn into zombies. Some of them have little quirks that you have to learn and kind of manage around as you navigate through this survival horror landscape, you know, because you have limited resources.
Oh, I remember the
and
aliens.
stuff. So you have to kind of understand how these zombies operate. Kind of figuring that out and discovering that and making mistakes along the way is a shit ton of fun. These zombies, specifically, you've seen them in the trailers, like the white singing zombie. It's like a zombie lady in like a wedding dress, very wispy, very incredible. From the sound design to the look of her to what she can do in gameplay, just really cool stuff. Some of this I've said in the preview video, I apologize, but that best in class thing, like it really comes out. It's like incredible zombies, some really cool environment design.
Oh, yeah, and
amazing
this ship.
sound design. Playing this with headphones, awesome. The visuals are really damn good. I can only speak to PS5 Pro. I don't know how the PC performance is. Good luck with that. But I played on PS5. I thought it was totally fine. But to the spectacle, to the cutscenes, like everything here just feels like they're really on top of their game. Grace's character progression works really well. She can get some upgrades and stuff like that by finding syringes. You're kind of using like the collectible coin thing that I believe was in 7, but you're also crafting these things to give her like little health upgrades, little recoil stability upgrades. And then Leon's is kind of what you expect with something like a Resident Evil 4, but without the merchant, but you're essentially spending currency to both upgrade
Come
the
on,
weapons and
bro.
buy other weapons. That all works really well, and especially with how, again, it bounces back and forth between the two characters. The fact that like the progression still manages to feel well paced is really cool to see play out. But for me, again,
Okay, what are we
as an
doing?
old person, it's really all about the Resident Evil thing, like from the beginning. So this is significant for me because played 7, played 8, really enjoyed them, but they felt like they would only kind of flirt with the existing canon and existing lore. There are things, yes, there are acknowledgements, and they are interesting, but the game played coy. And Resident Evil 9, thankfully, does not play coy. It does not flirt. It does not beat around the bush with the lore. It still doesn't feel quite as full-throated as the OG days, you know, like how it deals with Resident Evil lore feels more, you know, smaller, safer, weirder. But I can say, thankfully, that the game absolutely has its fun with Resident Evil stuff. And as a longtime player, it was really nice to see. Again, I am being very careful to not spoil anything. All I will say is that I like where the story went. It's not the end all be all Avengers end game of like Resident Evil, like some fans were kind of hyping it up in their heads to be, myself included. But that maybe that's my own problem. But it takes a couple of wild swings with the lore that I personally really liked, but I'm very curious to see how the hardcore fan or the Resident Evil wiki writers, how they respond to it. My complaints with the game are only like two things, right? It reuses some stuff. You know, if you've played extensively Resident Evil 2 Remake and Resident Evil 3 Remake and stuff like that, they kind of reuse some stuff here and there that's disappointing. You gotta kind of look for it, but it is there, including like a boss battle that is partially reused that really took me out of it for a second. I was like, oh man, really? Like, what are we doing here? Did we cobble this together last minute? Like, a lot of Resident Evil games kind of falter in the second half, and I don't think this one does, but at least some of the cracks show. The only other thing really, my only other issue is that the whole return to Raccoon City thing, which was featured in the marketing and all that, I don't think they pulled enough from it. I don't think they really took advantage of it. They didn't squeeze enough blood from that stone. And maybe that's because of this design. Maybe it's because it is so modern and like the series is so far beyond what the original games were. Like, I in my head had built it up like it was like, you know, from the original games, but here it's very much just a Resident Evil 2 through 4 remake style feel of a return to Raccoon City. It's a new Leon, so it's like not the Leon from the older days, but that's fine, because specifically like Nick Apostolidis does a great job as Leon once again. They also try and add a little bit of characterization to him again, and I think that him and Grace's story intertwines very nicely.
Yeah,
And
plan is
also,
to
there
do
is
some stuff
just
here.
insane shit that does go down in this
Level
game.
up.
Just really, really cool moments. Stuff that had me just like out loud being like, what? Did that just happen? Are you serious? Like, and that sounds like I'm like being a shill or I'm hyping, but I'm a fan of Resident Evil. So some of this stuff had me like, holy shit. Now, the question is like, is it nostalgia bait? Does it pander too much? Does it go too far? Does it do the member berries thing? Like, it kind of does. I think it toes the line just right. I think some people might be put off by it, but I think other people are going to be absolutely thrilled by the majority of it. There was like one part where I was like, oh, we're doing this again? Really? But I think the majority of callbacks and cool stuff that pops up, I was screaming. In a good way. Really good cutscenes, really good action cinematic moments, but also just really good new simple Resident Evil moments. New types of encounters with enemies just feel a little creative and fresh, but still distinctly Resident Evil. Again, the Grace stuff is really great. It's very tense, it's very scary, and how it kind of, you know, intertwines with Leon's is really great. And then the Leon stuff, it's just, they want to show you how cool they think Leon is and how badass he is. And I think they do a great job with it. Gameplay wise, there is enough there, kind of like 2 and 4 remake with like the bonus, like the extras, points challenge stuff you can unlock in the main menu. Like, there's more of that where you can replay with new weapons, more upgrades and stuff like that. More difficulty modes. Like, I wish there was more. Like, I wish there was like, you know, A/B campaigns or mercenary mode. But as a game, like as a good meal, I feel like I got a good satisfactory amount out of it playing through it a couple of times, because that's what you do with these games. Some people hear the runtime of these games.
What's the brownie?
And turned off.
Okay.
All of the more recent Resident Evil games, you can complete them in a handful of hours. And
I know what the
replay them.
brownie is.
And that goes for this too. My in-game
We're not
time
doing
set
this
was
mission.
way
That's the
down.
problem.
I had, you know, some context around that. I had played the preview, so I knew solutions to some of the puzzles, which were all fairly easy. Almost a little too easy this time around. But also, that in-game clock seems to not count anything else, like cutscenes or other shit like that. So I've seen most other people and most reviewers I talked to had a much higher playtime. And then I replayed it again. So actually, after I did the before he buy on GameX, I actually looked at my PlayStation like timer thing, and I had put 24 hours into the game, and I'm pretty happy with that. There's a couple of sequences that I am not gonna lie, I was very excited to replay over and over again, because again, there were a couple of moments in this game where I was like, I cannot believe this is happening in front of me right now. There's a couple of sequences, I'm not gonna lie, that I didn't want to replay over and over again, just because they were like agonizing survival horror tense moments. And I think it was all great. So I think it's very playable. I think there's a lot you can get out of it. And I feel like at this point I've been reviewing Resident Evil games, talking about them for like over a decade, so I apologize if I repeat myself. But I always say the mark of a good Resident Evil game is if I finish it and immediately start replaying. And with this one, that's
Same thing with
so good job.
Metal Gear.
Specific moments that I played, I was like, ooh, I can't wait to see high-level players smoke this. Just certain arenas or certain battles the game kind of throws you into that I'm just really looking forward to people who are this stuff better than and how watching how that goes down in YouTube videos. And that goes for the whole thing. Again, I'm excited to talk about the story. I am really excited to see the debate about some of the lore choices. The one big one I really like, the big swing I really liked, and I really enjoyed the ending. Did the game give me every single thing I wanted from like Resident Evil? Absolutely not. But fun celebration, a kind of victory lap for Resident Evil at this point. And like, yeah, it's a greatest hits album. It does give you a lot of things. It throws a lot of things at you that like a lot of these games just have, they're staples now for this game. So it can feel familiar, as weird as it is, but I ultimately really liked it. Again, like weird fanboy annoying stuff aside too, the game itself, from like the game design to the sound design to the visuals to the ambient music to the art direction of some interiors to the way the characters move when you control them to the way like Leon does like this cool violin style reload on his tactical shotgun to the way like you shoot zombies like you'll see an eyeball hang out of their head to the lighting. All of it just feels top of their game, top class stuff. And I think the game is just worth experiencing. Whether you play it right now or you don't like buying Resident Evil games at full price, that's up to you. I'm not here to tell you. I'm just here to talk about games I like. That's what I do here. So if you get what I'm trying to do, I just yap about shit I love. Hit me up. Join the ride, subscribe, whatever. I already have a deep dive story discussion video in the can, ready to go. But I'm gonna wait a while before I put that out. I want people to finish the game, and then we can talk about some of that juicy story stuff. But that's it for me right now. Go have fun, have a blast, avoid spoilers, enjoy it in your own time. Have a great weekend playing it. Let's talk about anything down in the comments. Hit me up on social media as well. Thank you if you listened to me ramble about Resident Evil for this long. I really appreciate you. Hopefully you just listen to this video like a podcast or something like that. But it's time to finish loading the dishwasher, or if you're outside throwing out the garbage or something. The video's about to end. So thanks for watching. I'm Jake Baldino. Subscribe because video games. Pizza's on me. See ya.
Come and fight me! Glory, he's going!
Whoa. What's the button that it tells me to do? Why? Let's do it again. I don't remember the buttons.
Squalus once. Where's your car now, driver? Raggedy Man! Glory, he's going!
Yep, that's why.
That must be it. We're not ready to take that on. Not without some preparation. The car needs more power and grip. It needs side armor and a grille to shield the nose. The Hunchback can make it happen if I bring in the parts.
What? There's nothing here.
No, not now.
Where's the rest? Okay, well, I'm missing stuff. And I kind of looked everywhere. Scraps. Why, bro? Why, bro? Full water. Flask. Yeah, I mean, I've checked these rooms. I don't think I would have missed it like that. But is there another path? That's the real question. That's the way back, I think. This is how we come in. Did this, we went behind. We go forward a little bit, but there's nothing there. And then you can go up. Takes you in, we went down, we went up. There's nothing up. This whole place though, right? Yeah, like I could have missed. Yes, I see something right up here.
Here we stand, begging for corrupt.
What the? Missing audio and everything. What the hell is that? Glitchy glitch. my god. Oh no! Oh my god. Shit. Eyes are burning. What? Okay, that's done. That's not done.
Think you still want to go up against that?
Oh, he's making fun of me.
Talk.
Only thing make me believe he okay is if he managed.
166. $300. Still a very early game though on this save. I like this car. Once it's souped up, it's gonna be nice. Alright though. There's a little bit of progress. I'll do more next time. He's no problem. Have a good night. You know what I'm saying?